Okay, the Associated Press fires the reporter who used anonymous sources and told the world that Russian missiles went into Poland and killed 2 farmers. The man's name is James Laporta. Okay, so they sacked him because the story wasn't true. Why wasn't it true? Because Mr. Laporta used anonymous sources. And that's why we never use them here on the No Spin News. Never. Because you can't trust anonymous sources. Everywhere else, all day long, anonymous sources. Anyway, here is a statement by the AP. To ensure our reporting is accurate, fair, and fact-based, we abide by and enforce these standards, including around the use of anonymous sources, unquote. So, James Laporta is finished. I kind of feel sorry for him, because it's really hard to get any accurate information out of Ukraine. Can't get any out of Russia, nothing. And Ukraine, Zelensky and the government there is going to tell you what Zelensky and the government there wants you to think. They're not going to tell you the truth. So the reporters on the ground in Ukraine are really up against it. They're trying to stay alive, and everything they're told is probably distorted. So that brings us to Daily Chatter. Some of you may know this. They are our foreign news partner. dailychatter.com. It is a great service. Every morning at 6 a.m. for a very low price, they send me and thousands of others 4 or 5 foreign stories with no bull. It's no anonymous source this or, ideology that or slant here. They don't do that. And they source everything they say. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. You get 4 or 5 stories overseas, most of which I didn't know anything about because they're not reported. We don't do a lot of foreign news reporting in America anymore. It's a great service. So we partnered up with them. dailychatter.com. So I asked the poobahs over there to get me information on Putin. About 3 weeks ago, I did. I said, look, I need to know the story about Putin as far as what you can find out. And joining us now from Worcester, Massachusetts, is John Dyer, the senior editor at Daily Chatter. Did I cover everything introducing you?
I think you did, and I appreciate it. Thanks, Bill.
Okay, well, you deserve it. So let's go with Putin. First of all, how many Russians have been killed or wounded since this war began?
So General Mark Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, says 100,000 Russians have been killed or wounded in Ukraine. A similar amount of Ukrainians supposedly have also been wounded or injured. That's an enormous number. The Russian military has about 1 million troops, more than 1 million. But to consider that perhaps 10% of the total force has fallen within in less than a year is mind-boggling, really. It really is the thing that I think animates all the conversations about whether or not this continue. To think that Putin politically can hold on while this rate of losses continues is a real question.
Okay, so 100,000 Russians either killed or wounded on the battlefield, correspondingly the same number of Ukrainians, but you got to add the civilians in Ukraine. Do we have any estimate on how many of them are killed or wounded?
I have to admit it, from the top of my head, I don't know. I can look at some numbers, but I believe something around 40,000 civilians are part of the Ukrainian numbers.
Inflation at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates skyrocketing. We all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers. They're the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.